Hey guys, this is Davy Terzian from Angénieux. I'm part of the sales team. Thanks for being there with us. After seeing many things in the factory, how we design, how we manufacture lenses, I'm gonna show you our collection of lenses. First of all, Angénieux is not only a zoom lens manufacturer, but also a prime lens manufacturer. And this is what I'm gonna show you now. Because indeed we've been really popular for zoom lenses, but we now have a full set of 12 prime lenses from 18mm to 200mm at T1.8, except on the extreme. The 18mm is at T2 and the 200mm at T2.2. And in fact, it's been a long time cinematographers, rental houses asked us to develop a set of prime lenses, and we did it. These optimal prime lenses are pretty high-end, perfectly matched with our zoom lenses in terms of colorimetry, the balance between the contrast and the resolution. This is what people like with the optimal look. They are compact, lightweight, less than 2 kilos. I would say they are pretty neutral. This series of primes have a very specific feature that we call the IOP. IOP stands for Integrated Optical Palette. The IOP means that you can customize, profile, or detune your lenses, and this is a request we had from both cinematographers, rental houses, and this is really the little plus if you want to differentiate from other lenses. Basically, there are 3 different ways to profile your lenses. In the back of the lens, but we went deeper. So you can do it internally. You can filter at what we call a afocal position, which has no impact on the flange, and it remains constant. That's the thing. The effect will remain constant. And you can also have access to the iris, which is 9 blades as a standard. But if you want to have a 3-blade iris, to have a triangular bokeh and to mimic like the old 𝗧𝗘𝗍𝗍 look, or if you want oval iris to mimic the anamorphic look, this will be possible. Again, this IOP thing, the philosophy was to be able to play on different parameters which were not really easy to do in post-production. So we are talking about flares, about bokeh with the iris, about resolution, contrast, and there are some things which worked pretty well, like diffusion. We clearly identified and selected a few filters, internal filters. We have the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the glimmer, black promised, a net. Again, this is something you will have to try, but it works pretty well. And same with the iris. And this is an open system, so depending on the request we will get from cinematographers, we will develop this IOP family of filters and iris. The optimal primes are getting popular now thanks to these solutions, which are pretty unique. For instance, on a job, if you have different places, locations, different period of time, you can even mix. Instead of having different set of primes, you can have with one full set. You can customize a few lenses to use on that scene and some others for other shots, you know. And that's interesting from a rental point of view, but also for the cinematographer during the prep, he can try. Again, this will take like 15 minutes to profile a lens. It has to be done by a lens tech in a rental house. This is really done for rental houses. Coming back to zoom lenses, well, we have 2 different lines of lenses. What we call our entry level, it's the easy lenses, EZ. We get 2 lenses, pretty compact, 2 zooms. The EZ1, which is 30 to 90 at T2 in Super 35. And the EZ2, which is a wide angle, a 1540 at T2 in Super 35. Again, they have an exclusivity. It's what we call the IRO, which basically you can swap the rear, and it's a multi-format zoom. So you can go from Super 35 to full frame. So the EZ1 will become a 45 to 135 at T3, covering full frame. And the EZ2 will become a 22 to 60 at T3 in full frame. This is quite unique. They are really popular. They are used in many different type of application, not only short films or documentaries, also features, some TV shows, concerts, corporate stuff. They are really popular. We delivered thousands of them. So that was for entry-level series. On the high-end side, we have what we call the Optimo family of lenses, the primes of course, but the zooms. And what we did, we started 3 years ago with the big one, the 24-90, to renew it, which is called the Ultra 12. So basically it's a 24-90 at t2.8 in 𝗬𝗏. I'm sure you already use it. And same philosophy, it's a multi-format lens because sensors getting larger, digital cameras, we live in a multi-format world. So this lens has the capabilities to cover multi-format by swapping the rear. And now we start renewing our good old compact Optimo zoom 𝗬𝗏, so the 28-76, which is now replaced by the 37-102 t2.9 full frame. And later this year we will get the wide angle, which will be a 21-56 at t2.9, and both are highly demanded. If you wish any more details about a collection of lenses, please don't hesitate to visit our website and get all the details. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Cine Lenses.